Welcome back to Midday. In 1986, a Sydney scientist invented a world first, achieved a world first, when she designed a brand new breed of interior cat, a people-friendly moggy, combining the body of a beautiful Burmese with the spotted little coat. Today, it's a real pleasure to welcome the creator of the spotted mist, Dr Truda Straede. Welcome. Sorry,
I'm sorry, that was
you frightened them.
Well, that wasn't much of a start, Kerry Ann.
No. Well, I notice you haven't taken the claws out.
It's not legal in this country.
No, I'm sorry you were frightened, sweet pie. And this one's trying to get to your leg as well, Truda, down there.
Its heart's pounding.
Oh, the poor little sweet pie. Well, let her settle down. Truda, why did you want to invent a new cat?
Well, it seemed to me that we needed another interesting interior cat. We have a nice plain-coloured one, the Burmese, and so I thought we'd have one with patterns, because I like domestics.
Okay.
I love tabbies.
What were the sort of characteristics that you were going for? Just ruined this jacket, didn't we?
Well, a laid-back temperament, not that that was a very good display of it, and a short-haired cat that's easy to care for, and a nice, robust cat, a cat that's very good with all sorts of people. You know, loves children, can take a lot of handling. You know, a rubber cat.
A rubber cat. Yes. So you've got to have a cat from interior that gets along with people, that doesn't make a big mess. They were the chief characteristics. But how do you genetically do that?
Well, really, the genetic part is merely the selection of the coat pattern. I knew quite a lot about the inheritance of colours. I found out a lot about the inheritance of spotting, but the rest of it, the shape and everything, is really what husbandry has been doing for many, many, many centuries. Breeding like with like and selecting the most like kittens.
Why did you want the spotted coat?
Well, I like spots.
It's quite reasonable.
Actually, it turned out to be very fashionable. Much to my amusement, spotted cats have appeared all over the world. So, you know, and the latest, I think, probably would be the Bengal that people might have heard of recently.
In terms of the feline fraternity, because we know how sort of very sophisticated with dogs and cats when you get into breeding, on this, the 10th anniversary, has the spotted mist been accepted?
Well, yes, it is actually technically accepted all over Australia. The attitudinal acceptance is improving, shall we say, is improving.
With the Burmese aspect of the cat, are they as crybaby as Burmese can tend to be?
Very few of them are talkers, because one of the cats in the breed is an Abyssinian, and Abyssinian's quite a quiet cat, and so is the domestic, usually got a fairly quiet voice. Some of them are a bit of a throwback to the Burmese with a good Burmese voice, but not very many of them.
How long did it take you to get them right?
Well, I have been doing it now for 19 years. It took 9 years to get to full register, but I don't know. Well, the temperament was right almost straight away, but the breeding true is the thing, and even now I would like to improve their conformity still. And there's plenty more work to do. That's what showing's all about.
A lot of people say the very close breeding can be dangerous and you end up with strange breeds with all sorts of problems.
Well, this is a cat of no extremes. This cat is supposed to be sitting right on the mean for a domestic cat with just a nicely rounded head, nothing extreme, not long, not flat, not great big long legs, not great big flyaway ears, not little folded ears, none of those extreme things in this breed. But that's one aspect, in that we're not going for extremes, and that helps to reduce the tendency to get into trouble from extreme breeding. But the other thing is that we did start with 30 foundation cats. 30. So we did start with quite a reasonable sized gene pool.
How old are these cats?
These ones are about 16 weeks.
16 weeks. Yes. So how big does the spotted mist get?
Well, the boys are bigger than the girls, and I think that you and I have, I think, a brother and sister. Yes.
And purring away nicely,
yes,
I'd
and
like
you can
to
see
add.
there's a bit of difference in size there.
Give her a kiss. Give her a little kiss. She says, but I want some of that too. She's got to pour up doing this.
There's they're average size, and yet this kitten is the same age, and this is another little boy, and you can see that's quite a small cat. But this was in mating. I would never have done. The girl bit a hole through the wire and arranged it for herself. Oh. However, they're very feisty kittens.
But what sort of cost are we looking at if people want to get this new interior cat?
Well, the little girls are $2.60 for a unspayed female. If they're already desexed, and I do early desexing, you can have them at 14 weeks desexed for $3.20, and the little boys are always castrated, and they're $2.80, and you can have them at 12 weeks. 12 weeks is the youngest.
So they're not an inexpensive cat, though?
Oh, no, they're not. They sit very much in the average for pet cats, for pedigreed pet cats. There are more expensive ones, and if you want to buy one for breeding or showing, that would be a different matter again.
And I noticed just the little hand on here, as you can see, there's a lovely scratch all the way down the side. So it happens.
I put my hand out, and the cat jumped up at the same time, and the cat and I tried to occupy the same space. That's how that happened.
The Spotted Mist. I think it's a lovely name as well, the Spotted Mist. And these are your putty tats, the 10th anniversary of the proper registered Spotted Mist. Truda, thank you very much. We love having animals on our show here. Aren't they gorgeous? They are beautiful kids. Truda, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank our guest, Dr Truda Straede.